Hi, my name is Maxwell Roath. I'm a printmaker originally from Denver, Colorado. So every Friday, we were going down to Drexel Medical Facility at the university, and we would go to their Cadaver lab, drawing and observing and understanding anatomy. It was just one of the most surreal and eye-opening experiences about how the human body works. I was really excited and wanted to try and do a series of small etchings. They were all like scraps and leftover copper plates and different things like that, and they were all scraped up, and I really wanted to have this sort of gritty quality of these found pieces of copper that were kind of drawing from life on.
The first thing you do in the printing process is you need to apply contact paper to the back of your copper plate in order to protect it from the ferric chloride so that it only eats away at the lines that you created through the ground. The etching process can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours. During this time, I like to prep my paper, get it ready for the prints, put that in the water to soak, and just basically setting yourself up so you're completely ready to print. I also like to set up a really intense registration process. It's those small steps that make the prints look consistent and also that much more professional. You're going to want to get out your blankets, set the pressure, and make sure that everything is really prepped once you get to the printing process. Once you take the copper plate out of the acid, you're going to want to use a needle to see if the copper actually had been eaten away by the acid, and then prep the sides of the plate so that it doesn't cut the blankets when you run it through the press. Once the plate is clean and the edges are filed, you're ready to print. You're going to squeeze out some ink, work it so that there's no clumps, and then proceed to use a scraper to push that ink into the lines of the copper plate. Then you can grab your paper that's been soaking, place it on the copper plate in your registration system, lay down the blankets, and run it through the press. The pressure from the press with the damp paper pulls the ink off of the copper plate, creating a mirror image onto the paper. And there you have it. That's your print.